Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. It is Monday. Finally, the weekend is over. We can all get back to work. I love Mondays. Before the traditional market opens, etc., and it's a beautiful thing. It is once again Monday, January 24th, 6:48 a.m. here in the Arizona desert. Welcome home, Bitcoin truth seekers. Well, this morning sucks ass. I mean, it's nothing beautiful whatsoever. Let me just put this out here. Boom. Um, looking at the crypto verse this morning is just not a glorious thing, but there's some good news. So let's check it out. We're just kind of maybe we're going to get into a eventual one day kind of sideways action and stop dumping, but right now that has not been the case. I guess we're going to see if we can find some support at a new low. Anyway, there's definitely ways to make money even in a prolonged bearish market. We got to just kind of change the way we do things. Don't be concerned about your hodls that are probably less value than they were earlier. You can still trade against alts and you can still make money. Not financial advice, but this is all about just changing gears, always being reactive and making it happen. So once again, as always, bitcoindailyview.com got more for you there. Check out blockchain education, check out Trade Genius. These are definitely ways to groups to belong to that will help you make money. I believe I have not had a chance to look at this glass node thing. I will do it and one day go over it. Here's some new news that I saw over at Trade Genius. It's kind of interesting. Biden administration to release executive order on crypto as early as February. Well, whenever these assholes rear their freaking reptilian heads and start threatening that they're going to do some kind of regulation, and handle the crypto market and economy as well as COVID, well, you know how it goes, right? It just scares everybody, and that makes sense. So, since the Skeksis are once again, talking shit about how they need to, destroy the world and smile. Basically, the psychopaths want to do something and they want to be seen as heroes while they friggin' depopulate the earth. So anyway, these assholes are at it again. And well, what would you expect? I mean, it creates fear in the market. Assholes say they're going to screw us over and want us to see them as heroes. So that's basically what this says. They will do nothing good. It will scare the market. It sucks, whatever. So that probably is not helping the price action today. SPX, let's look at all these indices. I was hoping to start after these opened, but I'm such a non-traditional market person. I don't know half the time when I thought it would be open at this point. Come on now, where are you? I thought the market would be open. I guess not. So sorry about that. Maybe it will open in 10 minutes. Anyway, we're still seeing Friday's numbers here on the SPX. So sorry about that. But as you can see, we've been dumping pretty hard. I think it's very interesting. We'll see what happens before this market opens. Actually, when it opens. So sorry, I kind of should have done this after this opened, but I'll maybe do another one. Anyway, and sorry to be so hard on the globalists, but once again, Biden administration to release executive order on crypto as early as February. Well, that's going to create fear in the market because we all know that as the world economy crashes, they're not going to do anything friendly to crypto. So market indices, sorry, the markets aren't really open, but as you can see, well, I guess some of these are probably open at this point. You can see nothing but red in the world indices. So, it's not a good thing. So you might think, oh man, my crypto is crashing. Well, the whole damn world is crashing. And here's a great sign of why and how and this and that. 12%, 12-month percent change in consumer price index. I mean, boom. It's extreme. So we're kind of entering that hyperinflation thing, and it's happening. And world indices are dumping. And well, we're gonna have to change gears to continue being profitable, but we certainly can because we are way more spry and agile and able to do things than the traditional markets. I believe here in the cryptoverse, and we're just basically the mercenaries that are always going to be ahead of the game, in the peaceful revolution. So it sucks when you take hits like this if you weren't positioned for it. Maybe it's kind of like any prepper you might know. They might say, I'm more ready than a lot of people, but I'm not as ready as I want to be, and it's kind of like anybody who's an investor. I think maybe you're doing, or a crypto person, whatever market you're playing, you're probably doing good. Maybe your portfolio is down. Maybe you went to cash. Maybe you played this better, this dump better. Maybe you went to PAXG. We're going to look at that. and how that can be kind of a hedge against these dumps. But anyway, with all that said, just if you're in a bit of a tizzy with this morning's dump, just hang in there. Let's see what happens when the traditional markets open, and we'll kind of take it from there. I'll probably hop on again after that and give that a little bit of time to settle, and then we'll take another look at the market. But let's keep going. Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours, 5.8 billion. That's a big pump. Rises. It's up 40%, 41% basically last 24 hours. And so it's been had a hard time keeping above 3. And so we have definitely some serious retail volume in Bitcoin going on. So people, I would say, are most likely buying this dip. Market buy orders are up 35%. Market sell orders are up 46%. So interesting time. I kind of like what I see when Bitcoin dumps, but we see when it pumps and you see the retail Bitcoin trading volume go up. That's a cool thing. So it's up 40%. It's up to almost 6 billion. The day is young. This is exciting. So what page am I on for open interest? Let me actually grab that. Here is open interest. Let me put that in the live chat. Boom. All right, so I'll keep. I will stop verbally meandering. Bitcoin trading volume explicitly on cryptometer.io, which I think is the most valid reading I can find these days. 5.8 billion. That's up like 2 billion. It was hardly 3 billion like 24 hours ago. So we're getting increased retail volume. I like seeing that. It's always exciting. So we're dumping, but retail buyers are in the action. So if we do look, this is kind of interesting for the Masari IO seems to have changed its tone recently for Bitcoin trading volume. Wait a second. What am I missing? Bitcoin. Wow. Volume, it's saying 7.2 billion, where it was like 11 or more, or 18 billion. I'm sorry, it can kind of be all over there, but it's saying 7.2 billion for Bitcoin trading volume last 24 hours. Okay, cool. A bit of a drop for it's the way it calculates. It's probably looking at it daily. This has more meaning to me, but so total volume 5.8 billion right now, almost 6, and this is saying 7.2. So interesting. They're kind of coming to more of a cohesion. Interesting. I think Masari IO is oftentimes way more optimistic. It's calculating the wash trading and market makers and stuff. Looking at the market in general, the top 100. Well, as you can see, is there anybody in the green? No, it's kind of shitty. So it's a pretty damn crappy day this morning. Bitcoin coming in at 33,500 this morning. Let's look at spot trading volume here. Well, it's 18 billion. We need at least 30 billion for a good day. But we are up 10 billion. And if we do look at the 7-day graph here, you can see a bit of a peak, a bit of a perk this morning in volume. So interesting. Let's see if the trading volume continues as people buy the dip. Looking at derivatives, futures, you want to have at least 75 billion for a good day. And what do we have? We have 76 billion. So definitely futures on Binance are happening. That is a great indicator. I like what I'm seeing there. So that's actually a rather good thing. People are probably taking those longs or shorts, and we shall see what happens. They're buying the futures. Looking at this in general, we are seeing an uptick in exchange volume across big exchanges. I can dig it. I like that. Looking at this, bulls versus bears. Well, I've been watching this a little earlier. Been watching this since earlier. We are seeing lots of liquidations. Bulls versus bears duking it out. We're seeing $1 million buys, $1 million sells. I mean, they are really, I would say there's some serious institutional trading right now going on and trying to push this market one way or the other. We are seeing a friggin', a cage match knife fight in Rio, this is pure gladiator shit right here. So we're seeing some serious action. People want to set the stage for this month, for this week for sure. And definitely the Bears have won so far, but the Bulls are putting in some big buys. They're keeping this thing from absolutely plummeting. As you can see, the Bears will find some velocity here downwards. Then the Bulls come in, do some big buy orders, and you can see both are playing occasionally with $1 million buy orders here. So we got lots of wrecked longs and shorts. There's a lot of aggression right now in the market where big money is trying to push it one way or the other. So I see a lot of institutional automated trading. And then I see some, I would say definitely larger deliberate buys that are being played. And even those are sometimes automated by the big houses. By the Iron Bank, like from Game of Thrones, the Iron Bank is definitely in play. Look at that. A bunch of, you see the price action going up. Look at that. See the massive spree of buy orders, even like 1.5 million there, 1.4 million. See, now they're pushing it up. So I know I tend to like look at this and probably bore the crap out of everybody, but really, I'm telling you, watch this. Tailor a version of this to yourself, and watch it and look at it throughout the day. And I'm telling you, especially different time frames. I like 10 seconds to see what's happening right this very moment. Now you can see they pushed it up, and here come the big sell orders, and then the bears push it down, and you can see the liquidations happening. You can see the volume spike. So, tell this to yourself, and get a big screen TV and put it up on the wall. And just watch it. I'm telling you, you will get to understand the market sentiment of the moment. Okay, looking at longs versus shorts on Binance, where the volume is 64% long, 35% short for Bitcoin, 64% long, 35% short for Ethereum. Basically, that's really, really hardly a long sentiment, I would say. Darn it, the traditional market's not open yet. I wanted to look at that. I think we're going to see a lot. We're going to see some serious action up or down when this opens. Right now, the MACD is plummeting. I'll be back on. It's just worth it. I want to, unless it happens at 7. Sorry, guys. I'm such a lame ass when it comes to traditional markets. I have no idea what the crap's going on. I thought it would be open. Bitcoin versus USDT on the daily. As we can see, this daily candle sucks ass. Okay, MACD sucks ass. So basically, daily chart sucks ass. Officially, that's technical terms there. A 2-hour chart. The MACD has turned negative on the 2-hour chart. We were trying to hold this 20 WMA, but we lost it. 2-hour chart officially sucks ass. Done. 4-hour chart. Are we on the way to giving, so we had a run up back on the 20th of July. It's where I kind of have this fib in here. In general, it's really stuck really well. We just can't seem to stop giving it back. We couldn't hold the 618 pocket. We couldn't hold the 786 around 37,800. And now, are we going to plummet back down to where we started? Are we going to give it all back? 29K, 29,363, where this run first started. Hey, you know what? If we do, F it, it's not that far away. Could we just get this over with? You know what I mean? So 4-hour chart, looking at the big picture, below the 200 moving average, we're below any good fib level where we could bounce right now. Are we going to give it all back? Are we going to do a 29K bounce, or is shit just over, basically? So that chart, 4-hour chart, officially, technically sucks ass. All right, so Bitcoin versus USDT 45-minute chart. We are well below the 200 moving average. We are plummeting. It sucks. All indicators are crap. Anyway, 45-minute chart sucks ass. We're pushing the bottom of that RSI cave. Who knows? But here's a glimmer of hope. This is something that I saw. I've heard this many times, and I really have. I'm going to pay more attention to it now. There's plenty of things that we hear about that are good that we just don't get on. PAXG, PAXG. That's ticker PAXG versus BTC. Now, when Bitcoin dumps, that's basically PAXG as a gold stablecoin, gold back coin. And look what's happening here. So when Bitcoin started to dump, what's happened? Well, PAXG versus Bitcoin. So if you buy PAXG with Bitcoin, you're in a good spot. These indicators are really friggin' strong. We're pushing top of the RSI cave here. I think we may be getting to the bottom of this immediate dump, especially depending on how it goes when the traditional market opens. We got to see what's going to happen. But this is a damn strong chart. I wouldn't get in on it quite yet because I think we've pushed really hard here. But PAXG, I'm going to start doing this. Here's the deal. I'm going to take this more seriously. I'm going to have charts up for it. We're going to it's going to be integrated into the daily view here. If Bitcoin is getting weak, if you go to gold, you can buy PAXG, gold-based stable coin with Bitcoin. I know people like to tether out, and that's fine, or USDC out. That's great. But seriously, when Bitcoin's dumping, PAXG makes big gains. So, and I've heard people talk about it a lot. I've seen it. It never really, until this dump, really spoke to me. I never really quite looked at it, but somebody over at Blockchain Education Chat was talking about it this morning, and I went, damn, if when this would have been a good play. This would have been a really, really good play, to hedge out of this dump. So this is definitely something to let's analyze this thing. Let's look at it real close, and we're gonna keep at the ready to as I am, and I'll share my what I'm doing and thinking with you. It's a 2-hour chart. Bam. So you look at a 2-hour chart for. Let's actually do this. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this here. Okay. Let's do this. Let's split this thing. Okay. Let's down here, we're going to do a BTC, USDT. Okay. On Binance. There we go. Of course, that's a 4-hour. I want a 2-hour. So I wish there was a way you could get these to like instantly line up a little bit better. Let's try to get the same template. Expand that. Sorry that I'm like just sitting here staring at something a little bit weird while you guys are watching. I think this probably has some value here. It's hard to get these things to line up just perfect time-wise. I wish there was like some kind of an option you had to like snap these together. If you know of one that will actually snap these two. Like, what is this? New drawings are replied to charts layout and shown the same. Whatever. So I'm trying to line these things up here. It's not quite happening time-wise. But you get the idea. So that's pretty accurate. It's pretty close. There we go. Pretty close. So if you see what's going on here, as Bitcoin's really kind of been plummeting, went on the 2-hour chart here. I'm sorry, it's a 4-hour chart. Come on, work with me. No wonder it won't line up. 2 hours. That's better. It lines up pretty good too. All right, here we go. So as you can see, these are lined up pretty well time-wise. As you can see here, when Bitcoin started, when PAXG started to move, Bitcoin started to dump. Look at this. This is freaking amazing. So Bitcoin basically could not keep that 200 moving average on the 2-hour chart. On the 2-hour chart here, it got rejected, started to dump. Right then, at the same time, PAXG started to move up. I mean, if you had hedged into some PAXG when Bitcoin was weak, you'd be set. Even like way back here, so we could look at this a couple different ways. But I'm going to start really paying attention to this, and I'm going to be a bit more aggressive, especially if we're going to be in kind of a prolonged bear market, or if we're going to jump further. I'm going to be watching this really, really close. PAXG versus BTC, it's a great escape route where maybe you can make some sats while Bitcoin is dumping. Then when it's dumping and it's going, you're just like, I don't care. I'm making so much money. I'll buy back into Bitcoin when I'm ready. When things turn around. But this is glorious. PAXG versus BTC. This is a big friggin' deal. This might be a great way to hedge out of Bitcoin when it starts dumping into PAXG and make mega money. So when it dumps, you're like, yes, you're just watching the trade go crazy in profit. So I'm going to keep on this and be watching this way closer. Okay. And definitely letting you guys know when I'm hedging in and out a little bit, because this is definitely an amazing play. Ethereum screwed. Its chart on the 45-minute totally sucks. Maybe it's getting to the bottom of its it looks like it's getting to the bottom of its move down. We shall see. Luna versus BTC. Some alts, you gotta keep watching them. Luna versus BTC has not given it all back this morning with the dump. Got some big buy pressure coming in. This chart's not giving up completely. We could see a move here, so I would definitely keep an eye on Luna versus BTC. And just keep an eye on it. It's below the moving average, but it hasn't just given up like so many alts. The Luna versus BTC is fighting. AGI versus BTC, AGIX versus BTC, which was looking good. It's getting deleted. It sucks. It gave it all up. DCR versus BTC, definitely it's trying to hold that 786. It hasn't totally given up this morning. One to watch. I'm gonna keep an eye on Decred here. DCR versus BTC. I still think we might get a move here. Have the traditional markets open? Let's take a look here. No, sorry about that. They have not opened yet. I don't know when they open. I thought it's 7 now, so it's 8, 9, 10, or 8, 9 or 10 on the East Coast. I mean, come on, market, where are you at? Did everyone just give up and go home? Anyway, Bitcoin is trying to make a move here. No, it's not. It's maybe we're seeing the bottom of this dump. We're going to look a lot closer at in the future. Definitely PAXG. What I like about PAXG is check it out. PAXG, you can play this on Binance and KuCoin. So I know a lot of American users just they're not doing Binance because of the whole VPN thing, and they're not digging it. But American users can do KuCoin, and so I find that's a great thing. So this is in the right spot, you know. So it's two exchanges which are very, very good, for people who are playing those. And look at this. I mean, this is like they do exactly the opposite. So especially this 2-hour chart's a good way to see it. Let's keep an eye on PAXG. Definitely there's people who are while Bitcoin is up, there are people, I mean, while Bitcoin is crashing, there's people who are making big gains right now because they traded into PAXG when they saw the they basically, you could say, short it, but rather than just like a zero short where you hedge out, into USDC or USDT or whatever, they're shorting into PAXG and making some friggin' money. So anyway, guys, this is one to watch. We're learning. We're going to keep working on this because regardless of what the market does, damn it, we're going to make money this week. Even if the portfolio value is down, we're still going to stack those stats. We're going to make more money. And as the market recovers, we're going to come up with we'll be doing, as the market recovers, we're going to do better than we were doing. And we're going to find cool stuff like PAXG and such. Even if this is a down market for a bit, we're going to make money. So you got to be determined. You got to be pissed off. This dump is kind of like if you've ever done some MMA or some boxing. Even though you have your gear on and you got your gloves and your headgear, when you get a good punch in the face, it's like Mike Tyson said, everyone's got a plan, and then until they get punched in the face, and it's really true. It's a reality check. But rather than like cry and give up, the proper attitude is get pissed, And I know when I'm, at the MMA gym and I get a good, whack in the face, I say to myself, like, I go, you know what, like, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to try to get that person back. I'm going to give, I'm not going to just receive. Got to be fair, right? And even if they totally just kick my ass, you know what? Next time I will be back, and there's going to come a point where I'm going to humiliate the shit out of that person. It's going to be nothing but just a misery for them. It's going to be one time after the next of getting there. I will make them quit. I will. Literally. So don't fuck with me, basically, if you know what I mean. And I would say, like, do not fuck with the crypto revolution, you globalist bastards who are crashing the markets, because you may have got a good punch in the face on us. You know what I mean? You may have won this round, but you know what? The bell's going to ring. And when we come back out, it's over for your ass. We're going to humiliate you. Fine. Crash the friggin' markets. We will get rich while you do it. We'll just change our strategy. And anyway, I've been working on it every damn hour of the day. I'm determined to make a shit ton of money this year, and keep hanging out. We'll do it. I will do my best to give you leads to, bring things forth that will help you do that also. No bullshit, silly crypto news, which is boring. Just charts, just wins. Let's do it. All right. Take care. I'll see you, badass Bitcoin truth seekers soon. I will hop back on later, for real, just to do a little bit of just kind of like, we'll get it. Let's see what happens after this market opens, the traditional markets. We'll take a look. I mean, come on, open. When these guys are open and the dust clears, we'll regroup and see what how the crypto market reacts to the traditional markets, and we'll because I think Monday is going to be. It is Monday. A storm's coming. A storm is coming. Let's see what happens. We're going to play it to our benefit, regardless of what happens. You take care, Bitcoin True Seekers. I'll see you later on today.